You can 100% wear micro trends and trends in a sustainable way.
Alexis Sunshine 83, it's always sunny here. Boop.
Hey Sunshiners, Alexis Sunshine 83 here. So there is a TikTok going around from Vogue where they ask their staff whose 2023 Met Gala look is their favorite, and all anyone can focus on is the first employee's outfit. People are deeming it the micro trend final boss and stitching it, basically summarizing how ugly it is and the delusion we have when participating in Pinterest / very online trends. Because if you wore any of those in not a big city like LA and New York, people would question your sanity. Overall, I've just seen an increased conversation around micro trends as a whole, which I've spoken about in the past, how the awareness of fast trends really boomed in 2020. Like, it was just so obvious how fast these trend life cycles had become. If you've gone to a thrift store recently, I'm sure you could do like a 2020 micro trend bingo. Like I said, that Vogue TikTok really brought the micro trend conversation back. Not that people hadn't been talking about micro trends, but it was just a very obvious outfit that was inspired by something really trendy, like the bright colored sports jersey, the jorts, heels with socks. And this was an outfit that was very popular last year and was called bloke core. Now, I've made an entire video about the fall of aesthetics, which I will have linked, but then I've just been seeing so many videos and TikToks just again talking about micro trends, and I feel like we have lost the plot a little bit during these discussions about what a micro trend is and isn't, and I feel like almost leaning against anything patterned or colorful because it's going to look outdated at some point. By Good On You's definition, micro trends rise to popularity quicker and then leave the trend cycle faster. While traditional fashion trends typically last a few years, micro trends lifespans are shorter, with some lasting less than one season. To me, a micro trend is something very specific. Think House of Sunny green dress, which kind of became a micro trend because of the ultra fast fashion brands knocking it off. And during 2020 was when TikTok really rose to being such an influence on consumerism. So it was kind of like the perfect storm of the perfect example of a micro trend. Another example that comes to mind that is more recent is the Steve Madden knockoffs of the Miu Miu buckle boots. I don't think I could scroll on TikTok for more than 3 minutes without seeing someone wearing them last fall. Steve Madden isn't the only one that copied this style, but I just remember people talking about the Miu Miu ones, and then boom, the Steve Madden version was everywhere. Technically they are different colors, but the buckles are in a very specific place, and for most people that were buying the Steve Madden boots, they were buying them in basically the same exact color. So everyone had these same boots in the same exact color. Moto style boots had been rising in popularity as a trend again, and buckled ones isn't anything new, but the way the internet was just so obsessed with specifically these, even Steve Madden was gifting these boots to influencers to continue the influence of people wanting them. I personally think that they are cute, but with how oversaturated they were, I definitely think by this fall, people are gonna deem them as outdated, which I was trying to figure out when they originally came out. The first Instagram photo I saw of them was posted on April 2023, which means I mean, again, it could be different, and you definitely still should wear outdated trends, but to think how popular they were last year and just 1 year later, I really don't think they are going to hold up. Like, I think people are gonna make those videos where it's like, you wore these moto style Steve Madden boots last year, buy these new ones because now those are outdated, you know? Also, another note, I did make an entire video about dupes and trends, so I will have that linked down below because that discussion is a whole thing in itself. Yes, micro trends and trends can be bad in regards to the planet with overproduction and the discarding of them once they are deemed outdated. But sometimes a style is popular because it is cute. And on the other side of this conversation, I see almost a looking down on people that wear trends and this better than attitude. And in most cases, the person that is looking down on other people wearing trends wears a lot of tans and grays. No hate towards neutrals, but it's this battle of timeless versus trendy, even though nothing is technically timeless because it is different for everyone. Yeah, a black t-shirt isn't going to signify, oh, this was very trendy in 2014, but maybe a person doesn't like t-shirts. So for them and their style, a cow print puff sleeve top is something they continue to wear even when it's not popular anymore and is a staple in their wardrobe. You can 100% wear micro trends and trends in a sustainable way. One way is getting it secondhand versus new. Another is waiting a couple of months for it to die down in popularity before buying, especially if you are unsure about it. And honestly, I love being late to trends. If you can also try it on before buying, I feel like when you are able to try something like properly on, you end up not regretting the item because you get to see it on your body, how it fits, maybe how it looks with whatever you're wearing right now. And I just feel like you can envision it to decide if it's something that is going to make sense in your wardrobe. You can buy / thrift something similar instead of it being exact, so it's more unique compared to the actual trend. And if you do purchase the actual, micro trend or trend, don't feel pressured to not wear it once it's outdated. Literally, my wardrobe is filled with pieces I tried because they were a trend and now they are core parts of my personal style. I also have said goodbye to trend pieces because after trying them, I just didn't like them. And I wouldn't have known that unless I tried it, which helps me with making future purchases. Again, I'm not trying to be like pro micro trend, pro trend, but I'm just trying to give more insight to the trend conversation, that it's not all bad, especially because everything has been a trend before. And we do get influence. Even if we don't think we get influence, we do subconsciously get influence. So kind of taking the steps with the above, options of tackling a trend if you do want to buy it, I think is the best way to approach it. And the big issue is the people that buy into every single micro trend from these ultra fast fashion brands and then toss them once it isn't trendy anymore, which isn't most people. And the conversation sometimes is directed to the wrong people. Like Susan down the street bought one micro trend in the past 6 months and it will probably stay in her closet and she will continue to wear it for many years. Something that came up on my For You page on TikTok while I was putting together my notes for this video was a stitch about a person asking if crop tops were outdated and what she should wear instead. Like, yes, I don't think crop tops are as popular as they once were because now low rise and mid rise are popular, so people are opting for longer tops, but that doesn't mean you can't wear crop tops ever again if you like them.
Are crop tops like on the outs? I feel like they're going out of fashion. I'm willing to start over, but I just need to know like what's in. What are we replacing the crop tops with?
Trying to start a wardrobe over in this economy is nuts. So let me de-influence you. You don't have to wear what everyone else is wearing. You don't have to have the latest things. Find your personal style and stick to it. What did I say? Oh, find your personal style and what? Stick to it. Period.
Also, trends always come back. I know I'm focusing on micro trends, but trends in general have kind of a pendulum for certain styles. Rises in jeans is, of course, the perfect example because high rise was really popular in the 90s, and then the early 2000s, jean rises were as low as they could go by, like, I would say mid 2010s, maybe early to mid. I'm gonna say mid 2010s. It was all about 90s fashion inspo, and high rise was in again. And now they are considered to be out. So many people that didn't participate in the low rise have found it actually makes them feel way more comfortable. And the same can be said about high rise. Like, I have a vivid memory back to school shopping with my mom at JCPenney's. She was asking me to try jeans with a higher rise, and I was absolutely disgusted. But fast forward, all of my jeans are now high rise. I think in general, we have to stop villainizing or feeling shame, or honestly putting shame onto other people about looking outdated, because even with jeans, yeah, now they're low rise, but then the pendulum is gonna swing back to high rise. And so everyone that loves low rise right now should continue to wear low rise, even if somebody says, oh, low rise jeans are so outdated, you need to wear high rise. Like, it doesn't matter. I see articles and videos that are telling us to swap styles out for something else because it's outdated. And maybe that is helpful for some people to try something new. And again, maybe that helps them find their own personal style. But if you like something, just wear it. Now, I love Pinterest, and I've talked about my unhealthy obsession with it as well that I am trying to work on. But similar to that Vogue employee, there has been this reflection on my side about some of the outfits I put together that I just feel maybe they're better staying on Pinterest versus real life, which isn't something new. People have been making videos like Pinterest outfit versus reality and influencer outfits versus reality, but I think you definitely get a little too wrapped up in it. It goes from being just inspired by to fully copying every piece. And one thing I've really enjoyed is videos where people are talking about how they get fashion inspiration from places other than Pinterest. I remember when I first started doing recreating Pinterest outfits videos, and I would get comments of people getting mad at the outfits because they weren't exact enough. And so I think subconsciously I started trying to get as close to the original piece secondhand as I could. And I really feel like recreating Pinterest outfits that isn't similar and how you can turn it into something more unique is where I'm trying to change my brain, because I'm looking at my clothes saying, oh, I thrifted that because I looked like that one outfit on Pinterest, or I will style blank piece how I saw it on Pinterest. And again, I love Pinterest. I've thrifted things similar to outfits that I pin and have loved them and wear them. Literally this top, I think I pinned, I'm pretty sure it was the exact same top last year. It took me a year to find it, and I'm obsessed with it, but also it does fit, you know, not in the most casual and wearable way. So maybe it should have stayed on Pinterest. It looked good in the photo because the person wasn't moving, but then once you like move in the piece, it's like, oh, that's actually not as wearable. But anyway, I think if you are in a style rut or feeling kind of insecure with your style, it actually does more harm to use Pinterest than help. It does more harm than help to use Pinterest if you are feeling that way. It does more harm than good. That was the expression I was trying to say instead of it does more harm than help. Right now, I have been in a weird place with my own fashion. I don't know if it's because I'm turning 30 in less than a month or what, but I just think everything looks terrible on me. On the hanger, love it, but on me, all I want to do is throw on a loose t-shirt and some basketball shorts. It is summer, so that also could be it. But I am then using Pinterest as like a crutch to help me put together outfits, and then I end up still hating the outfits because in my mind it doesn't look as good as then the person wearing the outfit, and you know, blah blah blah. The copy and paste of viral outfits from Pinterest feed into us just wearing the same thing as each other. Like, I don't know how many posts I've seen of people in small towns in the US and their boxer short trend being like, nobody is going to understand because they don't have Pinterest. And these trends like boxer shorts, personally, again, I love like boxer shorts during terribly hot summer day, absolutely amazing and breathable. Although I got like properly, they aren't actual boxers, so that does help, so it's like less underwear-y, but it definitely is the boxer short trend, and it is so comfortable during summer. But it is really an internet thing. I actually was going to the store in my boxer shorts, and John like looked down and he was like, "You're gonna wear that?" And I was like, "You don't get it, you're not on Pinterest." So I am part of that, and once it isn't a trend anymore, are we still gonna wear it?
I also wanted to note that it's okay if other people don't get your outfit as well. Like, people not getting Pinterest outfits that aren't on Pinterest doesn't mean that like anytime somebody doesn't like the same things as you, doesn't get your outfit, thinks it's ugly, that you should never wear it again. That's not what I am saying. I'm more saying people that then are just following it and like only looking at that as inspiration and just wearing this thing over and over, you know, like the context of this video. But I want to make that note because who cares what other people think about your outfit?
Ash had said in one of her videos that this trendy micro trend, you know, Pinterest look is becoming its own aesthetic basically, and I feel that's a really interesting observation around current fashion. Like, when you think of the fashion girly, like it really is that. With the boxer short trend, I've just seen so many countless videos saying how everyone is going to regret wearing boxer shorts. Like, it's gonna be one of those that you look back at your past outfits and kind of like shake your head. I think we all look at our past outfits not really in a good light. There's a new trend on TikTok where you show the outfits that you wore when you were trying to find your style, and honestly, the outfits aren't that bad. They are just what was trendy during that time. Of course, if the people didn't feel good in those outfits, totally get that, but I promise in 5 years, we will probably look at what we are wearing currently right now as being just as awful, or you know, maybe you won't. Regardless, personal style is a journey. It will continue to change. I do think when we are all getting most of our fashion inspo from Pinterest and we aren't purposefully searching for different things, our explore pages end up just giving us the same thing over and over again, which happens to me all the time. I have so many white frilly blouses pinned because I love them, but I'm really then not getting inspired to style them in different ways if the outfits with the frilly white top is just the same. And on a bigger scale, if other people are doing the same thing as well and we are all dressing the same, I think that's how the micro trend actually dies, because you're now seeing the piece everywhere online, and that can cause you to just start hating it even if you do really love it. Sometimes it's really subconscious that you love, say, the Realization Par Hercules baby tee, but now everyone you follow is also wearing it, and at first that was fun, but now you won't even wear yours because you're sick of it. Again, kind of a perfect reason to be late to trends, because it goes through that oversaturated stage, and by the time you get it, nobody is wearing it anymore. Another reason I do think it's easy for micro trends to go out of style so fast is because the quality of these items. Most things aren't made to last more than a season based on the material and the construction. And so it's easy for people to then just throw something away from Amazon or Shein once someone says it's outdated because it was only a $3 100% polyester top anyway. Like I said earlier, I do feel like we are going to start leaning more into neutrals as trends because everyone is becoming scared that something with a pattern or specific trendy color is going to be outdated. It's like when homes with character are being flipped into modern gray boxes because it appeals to more people and doesn't look outdated because it's so characterless. I'm sorry if you love gray homes. I have a personal hatred towards gray walls. If you love them, that is awesome. But fashion should be fun, and you shouldn't not buy something because it's a color that wouldn't be deemed timeless by most people. If you love it and you know you'll wear it, then go for it. Again, I'm not trying to promote you to buy every single trend and micro trend. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying wear whatever makes you happy. The one thing with 2020 fashion trends that there is a part of me that looks at that time as being so inspired. I mean, there's many reasons why probably it was like fashion and like seemed more exciting because the outside environment wasn't very exciting. It was very depressing. But I actually just remember how fun and colorful, and I felt like people were wearing so much color, whereas as much as I love black, I wear so much black. I mean, do you see any color in my outfit right now? I'm talking about the, anti-neutral, and here I am. But it felt very inspiring, and people weren't scared to wear like a hot pink dress, which now they look back upon and they're like, what was I thinking? As they're wearing their silent luxury outfits. All of them are cute. All of them are great and amazing. And if you don't like the hot pink dress anymore, that's totally fine as well. But you should continue to wear what makes you happy, whether or not it's going to look outdated in a couple of years. Yeah, I have some outfits that I feel a certain sort of way about, but you know what? I was having fun. Well, not all the time. Sometimes I was wearing outfits that I hated just because I thought that's what I needed to wear, but I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the ones where I wasn't overthinking it and I felt really cute. Yeah, I wouldn't wear it right now, but I love her at that time in that outfit. I do love this push for personal style, and I think if we change how we look at micro trends and trends in a way outside of how it's usually styled, that's a perfect way to see if it actually integrates into your own personal style. I have mentioned this recently that I have a lot of pieces I've bought that I really only wear one way, and they actually don't work with any of my other clothes because I saw the piece styled on Pinterest in one way and I didn't think, oh, how could I continue styling this piece just outside of this one outfit that I am seeing? Someone had commented on my Clothes You'll Always Regret video that if they can't think of styling one piece more than 5 different ways, then they don't buy it. And I think that's great advice for deciding if you are going to buy a micro trend or not. Something opposite to the micro trend is just slowing things down. When something comes up about what the cool girls are wearing for this summer, know you are a cool girl no matter what you are wearing. I think really the way to combat micro trends is to make them not be micro trends. If you like it, continue to wear it. And I wish there could be just this like change in fashion where micro trends aren't a thing and they just stay for the normal trend cycle, which that in itself, the normal trend cycle is already fast, but the fact that then there's another category that's even faster is really wild. Let me know your thoughts on anything I mentioned in this video. Do you think Pinterest is making us delusional about what's cute and what's not? Are we all just too chronically online? Honestly, yes. I'm gonna answer that for myself. Yes, I am. Thank you all so much for watching. If you would like to see my face again, then make sure to subscribe right down below. Hit that little bell to be notified every time I make a new video. Also, don't forget to follow me on Instagram, which is AlexSunshine83. I hope you all have a super sunny day. Bye.